Alrighty, guys, we have the ghost surgeons of TikTok, and the thumbnail is creepy, so I'm not gonna lie. Um, see what's going on with this trend. The
If you're
retro
looking for some
intro.
nightmare fuel, look no further than TikTok.
What? What the fuck?
Oh, it looked like she's in pain. Just that shit look crazy. It don't look attractive at all. I'm sorry. Like, it looks so reptilian after. It's just not natural looking at all. It's very, very, very off-putting. Like,
Right now,
God,
there are numerous
God.
TikTok accounts posting before and after transformations of patients getting botched plastic surgeries. More specifically, facelifts, and the results are horrifying. Who is
Lord.
posting these videos, what is actually going on, and most importantly, why? My introduction to this rabbit hole started a couple days ago. I'm gonna be honest, Twitter is my dark obsession. And yes, it's still Twitter, and it will never be X. Every day
For real, man. Always be Twitter. I just can't find myself calling it X. Like, I know it's X, but like, it don't got the same ring to it. I think it's just like, honestly, I think it's just because we're familiar to it. But still, man, I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter, dog.
I open that app, I just never know what I'm going to get. However, this time was different. I nearly threw my phone at the wall because of all the jump scares I was seeing. It was just meme after meme of these botched surgeries with zero context. The only thing we knew at the time was that these videos were originating from a TikTok account called Jizo16, otherwise known as Dr. Kim. But when you search the associated hashtags, you can actually find a number of accounts posting similar, if not the same content. Liang UAXSR2, Deng Jizo, or
And Loki is probably the same person reposting just under different accounts, you know, funneling all to like, I don't know, some weird doctor somewhere doing facelifts for like $10.
Dr. L, and Nor Perez 8. This group of TikTok accounts seemingly posts shock value content of these facelift surgeries that all funnel back to a practice based out of Shanghai, China. Or at least that's the case for Dr. Kim
Man,
and
that is
Liang.
nuts,
It also
dog.
seems like they recycle
Yo. Okay, but honestly, you have to feel bad for them. There's something in them that's making them put themselves through this because that does not look feeling. It don't look comfortable, and I don't know, man.
the same face surgeries for ultimate shock value content efficiency. All they do is replace the
Crazy.
watermark and change the song. And look, I can handle horror, but there's something a bit too real about gazing into the eyes of another human and seeing nothing but pain and despair. These people look like missing persons.
Dog, for real. They look like when they put like when they make like children's sketches, like when they turn them into real life depictions of children's sketches. Yo, that is crazy.
Sketches. This shit is straight out of the Mandela catalog. It reminds me of 2014 Austrian horror film Goodnight Mommy, where a woman gets facial reconstruction surgery only to return home to her two boys that then question if that's their real mother or an entirely different person. Now, the reason why a lot of this is so creepy, certainly for myself, is because these surgeries are
I bet you the spin on that movie is that it's probably somebody else. It's not their mom or something like that.
eliciting the uncanny valley response. The uncanny valley hypothesis predicts that an entity appearing almost human will risk eliciting cold, eerie feelings in viewers. Whenever human characteristics are altered, even slightly, there's a sense of uneasiness that we feel. And once you start manipulating those characteristics, it can get terrifying. Most importantly, these are negative feelings, and we can't even help it because it's hard.
Yeah, they induce anxiety, dog. Like, it doesn't look real. It doesn't look natural. Yeah, man. Super odd.
wired into our survival as a species. I think it's fair to say at this point that the Overton window of plastic surgery and what we deem acceptable has shifted into insanity. The combination of social media and modern technology has created an entirely new genre of body dysmorphia. Botched surgeries and people addicted to them are in a league of their own. I'll just never understand this obsession of wanting to look like Play-Doh. A lot of these people trade their life for money, and then use that money to try to look youthful. But the only problem is,
Yeah, that stuff hardly works. You know what I mean? Maybe like some Botox and stuff like that. Like I guess that but like you don't really. There's a point of no return. It feels like a lot of these people habitually cross it.
they now look like 28-year-old bearded dragons. Whatever happened to wanting to look better naturally, like getting leaner and eating right? Which is why today's video is
Well, that would actually include like work. I don't think people want the shortcut. You know.
sponsored by Imi. These days, I like to stay lean and mean, which is why whenever I'm hungry or craving a snack, I make Imi ramen. This super tasty, high protein, low carbs, and you can feel, I don't know about you guys, but I simply alternative, Imi has you covered. Do this to their patients. If we take a look at Jizo 16, the profile picture depicts a figure in surgical attire, seemingly in an operating room. But this could be anyone. However, there is a lead or a red herring, depending on how dark you're willing to believe this story can get. So I'll tell you both. According to early videos posted on the Jizo 16 account, the
Where it better not pop up. These are like unwilling patients.
name Kim Ji-hoon is watermarked across the video, leading people to believe that's the name of the man behind the account. A Twitter account posted an early screenshot from the account, and the profile picture matches that of Dr. Ji-hoon Kim, based out of Seoul, South Korea. But the WhatsApp number in the bio of the account has a +86 area code, which means it's coming from China. I see 3 options. Number 1, the man performing these surgeries and posting them on TikTok actually is Dr. Ji-hoon Kim working at Ewha Women's University Seoul Hospital in South Korea. But if that was true, then why is the number coming from China?
Fired.
Number 2, the person performing these surgeries and posting them on
Could be stealing
TikTok is
content.
based out of China, but is using the likeness and image of a real plastic surgeon
Yeah, man, they're gonna steal like a switch, bait and switch or whatever. You know, where it's like, all right, I don't know, but even then, all the work is trash. So it's like, all right, you're stealing this persona, but the stuff you have online is crazy. It's like, imagine being that person and being like, I found my doctor. Bro, gonna have you looking like crazy, dog. Goosebumps.
named Dr. Ji-hoon Kim from South Korea. And lastly, number 3, but I'm gonna need you to put on your tinfoil hat. Hear me out. Ghost surgeons. Ghost surgeons are a problem in South Korea. In South Korea, ghost surgery boomed in the 2010s with the increase in demand for plastic surgery, following the government's promotion of medical
Fake
tourism.
surgeons.
Ghost surgeries allow surgeons to double book operations and otherwise maximize the number of patients they accept. As ghost surgeries are untracked, it is unclear how common they are. Patients typically discover a ghost surgery took place after undergoing an unsuccessful operation. There's a really famous story
nuts.
about a young man from South Korea named Kwon Dae-hee, who died at the age of 24 after going in for jaw surgery. The practice is illegal in South Korea, but activists say weak regulations in the country's booming $10.7 billion plastic surgery industry have allowed factory-like clinics, where unqualified staff
Yeah, man.
substitute for surgeons to thrive.
Beauty standards, man. People's dying to live up to it. Freaking crazy. It's sad. Dang. Well, I guess that happens out here too, man. How many people go to DR, they go to Columbia, they get their little BBLs done, and they're not like vetting the doctor, And it's like, uh, you don't know. It's like getting put under is serious. Like, there's a reason why, like, you're an anesthesiologist, get paid the big bucks, Dangerous job. I want to say most of them don't even actually work for the hospital because it's like it's hard for the hospital to get them insured. So they work like independent contractors. But yeah, crazy man.
thrive. Doctors simultaneously conduct multiple operations, meaning they rely on
That is
substitutes who
nuts.
may be freshly qualified plastic surgeons, dentists, nurses, or in some cases, medical equipment salespeople.
Imagine getting a facelift by your dentist, fam. Crazy.
To undertake some of the work for them. Under South Korean law, someone who orders or performs an unlicensed medical act is subject to a maximum punishment of 5 years in prison, or a maximum fine of 50 million won or
45K,
$44,000. If a ghost surgery is
44K,
performed by a licensed doctor, that could lead to charges of causing harm
44K probably ain't nothing to them. 2 surgeries, 2 hours of surgery.
or fraud. But these crimes are hard to prove. Many substitute doctors don't note down the work they've done, and many clinics don't have CCTV
Well,
cameras.
of course not, bro. This is like an assembly line of like surgery. Like, yeah, you wouldn't want any of that stuff tracked or documented.
And even once the cases get to court, ghost doctors rarely get heavy penalties, which emboldens clinics to continue with the practice, lawyers say. Obviously, this is just an anecdotal story about the practice of ghost surgeons in Korea. We can't say for certain that this is what's happening on this TikTok account. But it gets even stranger because a number of people have contacted the WhatsApp numbers listed in the bios of some of these accounts, some more successful than others. When YouTuber Tuv reached out, it was revealed that the WhatsApp number traces to a practice based out of Shanghai, China. And the price for a facelift is around $5,100, which is laughably cheap compared to US standards. It's essentially dollar menu plastic surgery. If you Google
Yeah, fam, that's crazy. 5K to get your face chopped up.
Nope.
how much this procedure is in the United States, you can even add a couple zeros and you'll be closer to the truth. These are serious
Course,
surgeries,
dude.
and it's not
Altering your face, man. Not a pair. No, it's not a pair of boobs, man.
something you shop around for. No, you want to be paying top dollar to get the best results. But at least the surgeon who will be performing these surgeries, if you reach out, will be Dr. Kim, right? Nope, it's Dr. Li Feng, or the man who is supposed to be behind the account, Deng Jai Zhou. The most innocent explanation is that Dr. Kim Ji-hoon, the man behind Jai Zhou 16, is a real person who lived in South Korea that then moved his practice to Shanghai, China, and he's now part of a group of surgeons that post
Could
these
make
videos
sense.
on TikTok. But as of right now, there's no way to prove that. The one definitive element of this story that we can speculate on
Is that they suck. Like, it don't matter if they're legit surgeons or not. Their work is crazy, and they're disfiguring people. People look like they're in pain. These people look. I don't know. Aesthetically, you don't look good.
is why. It is glaringly obvious that these videos are being posted to rage bait people into promoting these surgeries. It's apparent that these before and
That's
after transformations are merely only a couple of days post-op. The people behind the accounts are purposefully not waiting for full results to heal. The answer is usually the simplest, and it's because it works and it's shocking. Views equals attention, and attention equals money. Even if they get one person to fly out to Shanghai, China to get this procedure done, that is thousands of dollars in their pockets. The other
Sure.
option is just sadistic.
That's the day of free attention, man. All you gotta do is upload it to like a free platform, whether it's Twitter or IG or TikTok, YouTube. You know, it's free attention. Like it's not like how it was before, where if you have ad money, you really couldn't get your product out. You couldn't pay to get in the newspapers. If you couldn't get in the back of magazines or in the classifieds, you like would be lost in the mix. You know. Now, look, guys are viral, and yeah, like even though they're trash, they're definitely getting clicked on, and this is nuts, man. It's fucking crazy.
sadistic. A psychopath is posting these videos and humiliating them for the internet to laugh at while he turns them into Arkham Asylum villains.
Yeah.
So let me know what you think. Is Dr. Kim a real person working at this practice and he just refuses to show his face? Is this account running a Korean ghost surgery operation out of China? Well, knowing that you can actually reach out to the practice and get in touch with someone, it's more likely that these ghost surgeons or scammers are relying on the aesthetics of Korean culture, like K-pop music, behind the videos. And the fact that South Korea is known for their plastic surgery industry in order to get clients. Picture this: unsuspecting foreigners with body dysmorphia who can't differentiate between Asian countries get duped into buying botched surgeries. Set a really cheap price point and throw in a language barrier.
People think they're getting a deal. But yeah, like, I mean, I guess to rage bait these people, like, some serious reverse psychology.
And you have yourself a fully functioning facelift funnel on TikTok. This would mean the story of Jaizo16 and other TikTok plastic surgeons is a massive Chinese psyop using the likeness of an actual Korean surgeon, and he has no idea.
That gave me the creeps, I'm not gonna lie. Yep. Gucci. You gonna get it. Make sure you get the top of the line position for that type of job. It's your face, dog. Crazy.
If this video struck a chord, the encore is just a click away. Stay connected and stay tuned to Yo EQ TV.
Hola.